Hey guys, how you all doing? My name is Claire and welcome to my channel Gaming with Claire. As you guys already read the title, that I'll be explaining my two PC streaming setup which I recently built. Most of you guys already know that I used to play games on PS5 and stream from a PC that I built like 2 months ago. That PC I built in intentions of switching that into a gaming PC down the road, so that has like 32 gigs of RAM. It has i7 6700K processor, which is a bottleneck for a Warzone game like Warzone, but it kind of still gives me like around 100 to 110 120 frames FPS, so which is not bad. The only thing I was lacking in that is I didn't had a good graphics card at that point, but now I have a 3060 in that, which kind of helps me out. So that is like a complete gaming setup for me right now until I have money saved up for a 12900K, which is gonna cost me around $1,500 for a processor and a motherboard, which is a later on topic. So I converted that old streaming PC into a gaming PC, and I built another streaming PC which is all on budget. So I'm gonna explain all of that in this video, plus how I have it connected together without using any mixer like a GoXlr or anything like that for audio. So I'm gonna explain everything about how you can have your audio routed from your gaming PC to streaming PC, and how you can have it working, like how you can adjust what you hear in your headphones and what your stream hears. Like that's the main thing. Like what like that. I would really love to have audio straight coming to my headphones like at full blast, that I can adjust from my knob, and I can have a different like adjustments from a stream to have it hear like a differently. So I'm gonna explain everything about that. My main goals will be to save money as much as we could, to have give you guys different ways of how you can transfer your video from your gaming PC to your streaming PC. There are like 3 different ways. I'm gonna explain all of those. And for audio, there are like million different ways that you can use, but the most easiest and cheapest way that I did, I'm gonna explain you guys. There are some flaws in that you have to give up a little bit of here and there, but those are the things that you will give up because you're not using a GoXlr or any other mixer. So but there's like a ways around that, so stick around the end to find out how we do it. So let's hop into the video. All right, so first I'm gonna talk about is hardware. What are the things that you need? So obviously you need two PCs, gaming PC and a streaming PC. And you need a capture card. A capture card could be any Hd60s, Hd60s Plus, any capture card, whatever you can have. Like you need a capture card. It could be an external capture card, it could be an internal capture card, doesn't matter. And you need to have two HDMIs or DisplayPort and HDMI, doesn't matter, from it going from your gaming PC to your capture card and to your monitor. That's all you need on your gaming side. Now on streaming PC side, you need a microphone, a USB microphone, and also you need a 3.5 mm jack, like a normal small microphone. Now, because I'm not running any GoXlr or any sort of other mixer, so I have to use two microphones. One for my streaming, which is my main microphone, and one for my game chat audio. So for example, I'm playing Warzone and need to talk to somebody, I need a microphone for that, right? So the way I have them set up is, so this is my main microphone, which is this is like Snowball Ice. This is like a $40 microphone. It works really fine, so it's like it's okay for me, right? And this is that my $19 microphone arm. I'm gonna leave all the links in the description so you guys can grab from there. This is pretty good. Now, this is my second microphone. I have it clipped onto the same so that way they're side by side each other. It's a 3.5 mm jack microphone. I'm gonna leave the link down below in the description as well. This is like a $10-15 microphone. So it is like I have it routed all the way to, like literally around this. It goes back and kind of goes around, and it connects to the line in for my gaming PC. So that microphone works for my gaming PC for my chat audio. And you also need two keyboard and mouse. So right now this is my keyboard and that's my mouse for streaming, gaming, and this wireless one is connected to my streaming PC. Now, and other than that, monitors doesn't matter. You can have two monitors, three monitors. That's not a big deal. And you also need a webcam. I'm using my cell phone as my webcam, so I'm gonna leave the link down below in the description for the application that I use. I'm using a Wi-Fi application, so you can see right here. One sec. You can see my hand moving. It's a really good one. Right now it's connected with a Wi-Fi, so it's really good, so you guys can check that out. All right, I'm gonna hop on to the setup side now. So first, what you need to do is you need to have a display port or an HDMI connected from your GPU of your gaming PC directly to your gaming monitor, which will be used as your main link for your gaming. So for my case, I might have a monitor which is 144 Hz. So I'm using a display port from here directly to my monitor for better gameplay. Now, what else you need is an HDMI from your gaming PC connected to your capture card. So over here, what I have is I have an HDMI connected to the in port of my capture card and a USB-C cable connected from here, which goes into my streaming PC. I'm not connecting anything for the output because I'm using a display port from my gaming PC directly going into my monitor for my output. So I'm gonna switch my display and we'll go from there. Alright, so the first step will be setting up your displays. So how you gonna take your video from your gaming PC to your streaming PC, and how you gonna have your 144 Hz or whatever monitor you have, like clear picture here, but also being sent out to your capture card and not being capped to the frame rates of output of your capture card. So once you're done with all the cable management that I just showed you earlier, like how you're gonna set up, once you're done with that, your capture card will pop up as a second display to your gaming monitor. So to further elaborate, you gotta go to your display settings on your gaming PC. You'll see two displays here. Now if you have another monitor attached to your gaming PC, then you'll see three displays here. The main point is you'll see your capture card as another display. So if it's only one display and a capture card, it's pretty easy to identify. You'll see your main display will say your number as number 1 and your other display as your capture card. Now if you want to also know which display is which, go to your advanced display settings. Over here in drop down menu, you'll say display 1 as your main monitor, display 2 as your Hd60 plus, and if you have another display attached, it'll say your display 3 as that. So what you want to do is you go back here, so go down, you'll see multiple displays. You want to make sure you hit on extend displays and duplicate these displays. So once you do that, whatever you have on your main display on your game, whether it's a game, whatever you do that you want to send out your capture card, it's being sent to your capture card just as it is. So whatever you're playing, game, music, whatever, it's gonna send to your it's being duplicated to your second display, which is your Hd60 plus or whichever capture card you use. And from there on, the USB-C cable that is connected to your capture card and being connecting to your streaming PC, that USB cable will transfer that data from your capture card to your streaming PC, and then further on from there you'll set up your OBS, which I will explain end of the video. But for now, that's all you need to do for your display. And after this, I'm gonna show you how to set up your audio. Like all these settings that I'm showing right now is all being done on your gaming PC. We haven't touched your streaming PC yet. So if you have made any changes to your streaming PC, you might want to go back and re-watch the video. So all these steps are being followed on your gaming PC. So until I say move on to streaming PC, all these settings, everything is done on your gaming PC. So we'll close out of here, then go to your settings, go to your system and sound. Right, so you'll see sound control panel on the right side here. So click on that. So over here, you want to make sure your Hd60 plus or whichever capture card you're using is being set as default communication device. Give a right click, set as default device. Or if you don't see your capture card here, you want to make sure you tick this on. It might be disabled or something. Then you say set it as default device. You want to make sure your headphones that you're gonna connect to your gaming PC and your capture card, both of them are set as default communication device, because you can only set two as default communication devices. So one will be your headphones, which you will use for your gaming audio, and another is Hd60s Plus or any capture card that you use that will take out your audio from here to your streaming PC. So you do that, that will be done. Now after that, you want to make sure you go to recordings. You'll see this over here, stereo mix. You want to double click on that, then you go to listen. You want to make sure that this box is checked, listen to this device, and you want to make sure that your playback through this device is selected as your capture card. Whichever capture card you have, you want to make sure it is selected as that, right? So once you're done with that, just hit OK, and that's how you set up your audio. Everything on gaming PC side is done. Now we're gonna move on to streaming PC, how you have to set up your OBS and everything. Now to start with, I had to create a gameplay scene and add on a streaming mic because I needed to record my audio and needed to record the display capture, right? So ignore all these things. You'll definitely have to a scene as gameplay scene, but you don't have to do the display capture. That is only because I wanted to capture my display for you guys. All right, so adding on streaming mic. Now if you look right here, mic and aux, that is a default option that comes up when you have your anything added on here. So you might want to mute that, because this default option will pick up your microphone as default, any microphone connected to your streaming PC. Because let's say for example you connect a device to your streaming PC which also has a microphone, it may interfere with that, because that's gonna pick up your default microphone settings and stuff like that. So that's why I add on my streaming mic on separate. So it also makes it easier to add some filters and stuff like that. To add filters on for your microphone, I'll make another video for that. If you guys need the information about that, I'll make another video. Please leave me some comments down below. To start with, mute your microphone aux, the default option, add on your streaming mic. How to do that? Just go here, click on audio input capture device, and then select your streaming mic, whichever device mic you're using. I'm using Blue Snowball, so I can selected my Blue Snowball as my streaming mic, so which is popping right here. All right, now the next step you want to do is add on your video capture and audio capture from your gaming PC. So to do that, you go right here, then you select your video capture device, and we'll name it as Elgato Video. Hit OK, and select your capture card as your display capture for your gaming PC. So I selected that and hit OK for that. Now my video is set up. After this, you want to add your audio source separately from your gaming PC. Now this video device, Elgato Video Capture, will also capture your audio, but I don't want that audio because it will put some lag to it. It will give it a little bit of like a 1 and 2 second delay. Doesn't do for every PC, but it does, because most of the time I've seen guys doing it. It kind of adds a little bit of lag. So what you want to do is go here, select input device, and we'll name it as Elgato Audio. All right, so we'll select that, and we'll select our captured device as our audio device as well, and hit OK. Now you'll have Elgato Video and Elgato Audio. Elgato Audio will be our main audio coming from a gaming PC. Now video will be the game video. That's pretty straightforward, right? So now let me move something on my gaming PC side. So if you see, like, I'm moving my cursor for my, like, I'm just doing something on my gaming PC, and you see those mixer bars going up and down for my Elgato Video and audio. So that means my audio is coming through now. That's pretty easy, right? Now over here you also have to add your your webcam and stuff like that, that's pretty easy. You guys can kind of watch the videos on how to add on scenes and stuff like that. But if you need a separate video for that, I can make a separate video how to make all the scenes and stuff like that. But this video is only dedicated for your audio and video from your game capture, right? At this point, I assume that you guys are already familiar with OBS, so I'm only making this video for capturing your video and audio from your gaming PC to the streaming PC. Now, our audio and video is set up. Now, what you want to make sure is you come right here, then you have to mute the things that you do not want your stream to listen, right? Now, first thing I would recommend is muting your desktop audio, because desktop audio is the option which captures everything happening on your streaming PC, which will be your alerts, everything, including the game audio coming from your gaming PC. Now, what it'll do is it'll capture that and it will output to your stream, which means your stream will hear your game audio twice. You do not want that. So you want to make sure your desktop audio is muted. Then also mute your Elgato video, because the Elgato video option will also capture audio and it's gonna interfere with that. So mute that as well. And you can hide all these by just clicking right click and hide it. Now, microphone and aux, I would hide that too. The only two things left in here is my Elgato audio and stream mic. So those are the two things I want. Now, the next step is a really important step. So you want to make sure you right click on this settings menu, go to advanced audio properties. Over here, right on the Elgato audio, you go right here and click monitor and output. It'll make sure all of your audio is being captured, monitored, and being output to your stream, just as you hear in your headphones, which are connected to your gaming PC. So we'll close this and I'll give you guys a little demo here. I'm gonna turn up the audio from my, you probably won't be able to hear it, but if let's say I make any changes on my gaming PC side, I can hear my audio, right? So it's playing. But if you see right here, the desktop audio bar is also jumping back and forth, which is capturing our audio being sent to the Elgato and then being sent to our streaming PC. The desktop audio is capturing that too, but if you leave it on, it'll interfere with both. So I don't want that, right? So that's pretty much it for capturing your audio and video. So these are the main steps you need to do. Now, you will lose couple things in here. Let me explain you that. So in this process, you won't be able to hear any of the alerts from your streaming PC, like your sub alerts or anything like that. You won't be able to hear it, neither do your stream be able to hear it, because we are muting the desktop audio. But if we do not mute the desktop audio, your stream will hear your game audio twice. Now, if you think that then we don't add the Elgato audio in your streaming PC, in your OBS, but if you do not add your Elgato audio, you will not be able to output your gaming audio at all to your streaming PC. So you have to mute your desktop audio. Now, this is the process. This whole setup is for the budget streamers, the budget guys who do not want to spend money on GoXlr or Beacon Mix. Like, you don't want to spend like $500-600 extra, because you have already spent too much money on here. This is a perfect setup for starters like me. So for example, I have already spent too much money on my gaming PC and my streaming PC and setting up all these monitors and stuff like that. I don't have much money on me, so I'm literally sitting on $5 in my account at this point, so I could not afford any of the other stuff. So I have to come up with something like this to make my setup working until I have money saved up for a proper setup. Definitely, if you have a GoXlr or any mixer, that's like a perfect thing. But the reason why I do this setup is because in my headphones, I'm hearing myself directly from my gaming PC, and on the other side, my stream will hear whatever audio I need to adjust. So I can go to my OBS and adjust my audio up and down, whatever amount of audio I want to send to my stream. So that way it is not interfering with my headphones whatsoever. But if I connect my headphones directly to my streaming PC to hear the alerts and blah 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 everything, It's gonna also mess up with my audio. So if I'm gonna adjust the audio to lower it down from my stream, it's gonna also lower it down from my headphones. So I don't want to do that. So this is like, if you follow all these steps, you'll have a perfect game audio and game display, all perfect frames and everything. And also your stream will hear everything except your alerts and everything going on in your streaming PC. So if this video helped you in any way, please consider subscribing to my channel, follow all my social media accounts. Twitch link will be in the display. I stream pretty much every day, especially on Saturday, Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please consider subscribing and following all my social media accounts. DM me if you guys need any other help. I'm gonna make another video of how to set up scenes and stuff like that, and also another video is coming up for guys who play from PS5 or any console and stream from a PC. How to set up your audio without any lag or without using chat link cable or anything like that if you use Elgato capture card. So I'm gonna make another video for that too. Stay tuned for that if you're somebody like that. If this is all for today's video, thanks for joining in and take care until next video.